This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay Emo. I am your host, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take, for Wednesday, August the 16th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Carol, I saw the wonderful membership gift. I'll get to that in a second. Welcome to all of you. Moderators, do what you need to do. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support as always. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Richmond in Steveston, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. So I appreciate that you are here. I always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. So as we get going, I invite you to do the following things. Subscribe so you get my videos and get notified of my videos and get active in the chat section. Like the video. There's 30 of you in here, which is awesome. There's only 2 likes. So either you really don't like me tonight or we're just a little bit slow on the likes. So let's get those likes up for sure. 30 people in here, only 2 likes. Let's bump that up. You can leave a donation and get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership like Carol did. I will get to that in a second. And that doubles as not only donation, a $5 donation, but it gifts someone franchise membership for an entire month. And of course, you can become a member yourself or upgrade your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So I'll tell you very quickly about what I'm going to do for tonight's show. Then I'll get to it. I'll acknowledge some of the gifts and donations already. And then I want to always tighten up the intro. I feel like I kind of ramble a little bit. So I want to tighten up the intro, which I just did, which is good. Now I can actually get into the show and acknowledge some of your comments and donations as well. So tonight, not a lot of Canucks talk. On Sunday, we had a great show talking about the signing Pius Suter, what it means for the salary cap. You might have noticed on Monday, I was able to take a 15-minute piece of that show Sunday night and upload it as a separate vlog on Monday, and it did very well, thanks to a lot of you. And that's so it was a breakdown of how the Canucks can be salary cap compliant, because the Canucks have basically done nothing news-wise as expected in the past 3 days. Tonight is going to be very non-Canucks related. So if that's a turnoff for you, or if you're here from some Canucks talk, I'm going to warn you, there's not going to be a lot tonight. I'm going to give you about a 10-minute update on my situation. As you can see from the title of the show, I am now on long-term injury reserve for the next 5 months. I'll tell you all about that. And then I will bring Jacob down, and he will join us for about 15 to 20 minutes to answer your questions about his Peru experience. And then we'll do the last bit of the show will be the games that we did not get to on Sunday. So I hope all of that makes sense to all of you. I want to acknowledge a couple of things. The first one I want to acknowledge, I can't highlight it, but I can certainly tell you about it. And that is legendary Carol Bovenlander. She jumps in and she gifts a membership. So let's give Carol some love first. So even before I started the show, Carol left. By the way, did the horn play? I got 2 fans going in my room, so I can't even tell. I can hear myself, but I can't hear the stream. So did the goal horn play? Regardless, Carol, thank you for the membership gift. It goes to Mackie Singh. So Mackie, welcome to franchise membership. And Carol, thank you for the donation. Let's give Carol some love. And I think she did that just before I started the show. By the way, welcome back to town, Rosario. That is awesome as well. Yeah, the horn is low. The horn is always low though, because I don't want it to. I want to accentuate what I'm doing, but certainly not take over what I'm doing. So thank you, Carol, for that generous donation, serving that generous membership gift, serving as a donation. And then of course another legend comes through. And this is legendary Lucas Gates, $5 donation. Frick the LTIR. Hope the recovery is quick and successful. Like, subscribe, become a member, and more. I love it. Love it. Thank you for your support, Lucas. And let's give Lucas some love in the chat as well. Always so good to me, Carol. Always so good to me, Lucas. And everyone else, always so good to me. Yeah, Rosiero, it's okay. I know you've been back for a month, but I can still greet you, can I? Okay, fine. We don't welcome Rosario. I'm just kidding. Of course, we welcome Rosario back. Now, you guys can, as always, talk amongst yourselves in the chat section, but I will go for the next few minutes or so, and then I'll bring down Jacob in about 5 or 7 minutes. So I won't rehash the whole ordeal of how I injured myself on Saturday, but the last time I talked to you on Sunday night, I was in a walking boot because I ruptured, completely tore my left Achilles tendon running to first base in a softball game. Then I did my stream on Sunday night, and you guys were very generous, both with your comments, your thoughts, and your donations, all those things, which was awesome. And then I still did a show. I still did Canucks After Dark with Parker on Monday night. That went really well. It was our first show in over a month, and at that time, it was still the same status as it was on Sunday, still in a walking boot with the hope of no surgery. Well, I can tell you right now that I went to my orthopedic surgeon yesterday, so Tuesday, 3 days after my injury. So now, if you've seen the post, I'm in a cast. Yes, he took off my walking boot and put me into a cast, and basically it's a 5-month recovery for me. It's 6 weeks in the cast, non-weight bearing. Then it's 6 weeks in a walking boot, the same walking boot that I was 3 days in. And then it's going to be 8 weeks of rehab. So add up 6, 6, and 8. That becomes 20 weeks, which is 5 months. So that is what I'm looking at right now is a 5-month recovery rehab. But the good thing is, the good reason is, I mean, the good news is there will be no surgery for me. So that's pretty cool. I'm really excited of the fact of the prospect of no surgery, which is exciting. So that's where I am. Is 6 weeks in the cast, 6 weeks in a walking boot, and then 8 weeks of rehabilitation. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of things that I have to consider. No bowling for the fall, which is going to stink. So I won't be part of that Tuesday night bowling that I always talk about in my streams on Wednesday. I guess the good news is I can go to more Tuesday night hockey games now. So I guess that's a good thing. I'll still do my church on Wednesday. I have a speaking engagement in Kelowna I'm going to keep. I still have to run my church ministry. I still have to go to work. I'm still going on a golf trip with the boys to Victoria this weekend. Although I won't be golfing now, but I'll be sitting in the cart and hanging out and doing whatever they need me to do. And the reason why, I think I said this on Sunday night. I've certainly had my up and down moments. I've had a couple moments where I've caught myself feeling sorry for myself, but then I snap out of that really quick because I know that there are people battling much tougher battles than me, whether they're physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever they may be. So I think it's natural that I get bummed out once in a while, but I'm also very grateful for what I have as the rest of my health, my family, a job, this community, many other things. So I'm not going to throw myself a pity party, but I am looking at a long road to recovery for sure. And that's the honest truth. And that's the honest truth. I see, Kempner, you're going to be in Victoria this weekend. That's pretty cool. I'm going to try and get out to see Rob and Shannon real quick if I can. We'll see. We still got to finalize our itinerary, and my lack of mobility certainly doesn't help. So I will get to your membership messages in a second. I do want to show you, though, one thing that came to my door today. I say in the mail, but it's a little big to fit in the mail. But you guys might have seen this already. And this is my one way that I'm going to get around. It's funny. Whenever I try and share the screen now, it hasn't been working too well recently. So let's try this. Okay, you ready? So it's only 5 seconds. So I'll play it a couple times. Here we go. Did you miss it? We'll watch it again. So yes, I now have what's called a knee scooter by the company called Knee Rover, and it's awesome. I put my injured leg, my left leg, as you can see on the cast, at a 90-degree angle, and I push with my right leg, and it's so much easier than crutches. It's I've been puttering around the house now. I've taken it outside to test it out. So I have to go to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna take that to work with me. So it's simply a lot less pressure on my arms and my armpits for the crutches, a lot less pressure on my right leg. I'm still obviously using my right leg. Philby said my right leg is going to get jacked by the time I'm done after the 5 months, maybe. But overall, it just adds a lot of stability and it eases the burden. So that is what I'm using to get around now, and I absolutely love it. I want to get to a couple of your comments and donations. First, Carol uses her monthly membership message, and she has been a member for 22 months, which is pretty cool. So let's highlight that first. And Carol says, Clay, I wish you all the best in your recovery. I hope you have a wonderful time with your friends, even though you can't go. God bless you and take care. Thank you, Carol. We had a great chat yesterday as part of our bi-monthly Zoom chats as a legend perk. And Carol and I had a wonderful chance to catch up. And yes, I'll be going. I won't be golfing, but I will be going. Thank you, Carol, for your support as always. Then we have Adam using his membership message. He's been a member for 5 months. And Adam says, Clay cast signed by the Canucks and auctioned off $20K. Thank you. Still in 10,100 range, so it's going to take a while. But Adam, welcome back to membership. I know you rejoined recently, and I always appreciate your optimism and your support. And then we have Carol coming in with a big donation. Thank you, Carol. Legendary Carol Bovenlander with a $20 donation. Says, Clay, here's some money towards your trip with your golfing buddies. Thank you, Carol. Carol, save your money. You're already so generous to me, but let's give some love to Carol regardless in the chat. It's funny. Lucas made a good point. He says, you need to use They See Me Rolling. I've used that before, actually. I've used that on a couple other stories before, so I decided not to use that one. But yeah, that is a good one. But this rollout is kind of more from my vintage when I was growing up. But great suggestion. Tom Cruise slide-in, that's true, from the movie. And then Justin, yeah, every time you see that hallway, that is the location of the Gritty and all my other horrible dances. Thank you, Justin, for remembering that. What's the gas mileage on that? Oh, pretty efficient. I bought the medium. I brought the medium model. The highest model, another $100 more, it's called the hybrid because it's got a bigger, it's not because it's half gas, half, it's because it's got a big wheel, like a 9-inch wheel as opposed to 7.5-inch wheel. But I'm not taking it off-roading. I'm just taking it, to not to work, but at work, at my church. So maybe at Rogers Arena if I need to, but I'm not worried that I need a bunch of tread on it. But then I got the medium model because the lower model had a tire, which I think wasn't as strong. So I was happy with the medium model. I'll let you know about the mileage. We got another donation from Lucas. Very, very generous. Yes, Chameleon, They See Me Rollin'. Yes, exactly. Another good song, but I decided to go with something different. Great suggestion. And once again, Lucas, thank you for the generous donation. Okay, I hear him coming down now, so I think it's time to bring him in. Jake, come on in. Oh, he's in the washroom first. So I'm going to cue Jacob up. He's going to come in, and basically what we're going to talk about here is his trip to Peru. We were there from July 26th to August 5th. And Jacob did really well. He was one of 4 guys, as you know. Remember, he came on just before he left for Peru. And in order, it went singles, doubles, trios, so 3 of the 4, and then the teams, all 4. In singles, Jacob finished 16th, so in the top half of the crew. In doubles, he finished 8th with his partner, which seems about right because it's half of 16. So Jacob bowled well in the first 2 days, but then he bowled his best day on the 3rd day. That was trios day, and he was the team captain, and he led his team to a bronze medal, which was great. So that was 3 of the 4 boys. And then they brought in the 4th guy on the final 2 days, and they played teams, and they did even better as a team. Jacob still bowled well, and they won a silver medal. They always finished 2nd or 3rd to the U.S. because they won everything. But Jacob comes back with his first international hardware, a silver medal and a bronze medal from Peru. Please welcome Jacob. Okay, how do we do this? How did we do this last time?
Bring that down.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't run over me with my bad foot.
Yeah, crippled.
Don't call me cripple. What other names did you call me today?
Casty. Get it? Because he's wearing a cast. Casty. It's okay.
And am I a bowler? Yeah, I enjoy it. I'm not as good as obviously this guy or my other son Sean, but I do enjoy it.
Or his daughter Kayla.
Easy there. I'm answering that question, but yeah, I am a bowler, and it's a wonderful thing that we love doing.
Yeah.
As a family. All right. Questions to Jake. Jake's going to be here for 20 minutes. That's what I told him. Lucas says, nice cap.
Thank you.
What's on the front?
It's University of Oxford. Renee got it for me.
And Renee is?
My special lady friend.
A fangirl says, hey, Jacob, did you do any team bonding outside the bowling alley? Great question.
Good question. We didn't get much time outside the bowling alley. It was either the hotel or the bowling alley, but when we did get to spend time together at the hotel, we'd play the Switch, we'd play cards, and just hang out together. And I very much enjoyed that part of the trip, for sure.
Here's your buddy Jaskrin saying hello.
Oh, Jaskrin! We're going to be friends tonight. I guarantee it.
Riley says, Jacob, if you had a pet duck, what would you name it?
Ducky.
You know, being a duck is not all it's quacked up
I know,
to be.
you've used that joke
I
12
have.
years ago.
I have. Edmund says, Jacob, did you impress the women with your bowling skills?
You can ask the women. I don't think much, no. But I wouldn't say bowling is a very...
Careful. Careful.
woman attracting sport. See?
Oh, okay. So you're not talking about the women, you're talking about the guys.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought you
I'm good.
You don't think women are impressed by bowlers?
No,
No?
not really.
Pat, not Pat T, but Pat. Jacob, other than medals, which is amazing, congrats, is there money in bowling, and what's the end goal for you?
Great question. Money in bowling depends on the tournament. For these Team Canada and national tournaments, there is no money applied to it, just for, just to be on Team Canada and the opportunity to go and travel for free, which is nice. But
You traveled for free.
yeah, I traveled. They paid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, did I hurt you with your cast?
Quiet. Cast on my leg, not my arm.
And then, so there is money for like certain bowling tournaments. The ones I go to the States for, there's a lot of the side bets called brackets where we can, bet money on ourselves. And if you do well, you get some money back, which is nice. End goal for bowling, though, I like keeping it as a hobby. That's mainly why I didn't want to go to school for it. So, bowling every single week in my leagues, helping the juniors, coaching, and then doing the YouTube channel is kind of the main goal. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Jason. We boosted the audio a little bit because now the two of us sharing the mic. Let me know if that's a bit better. Lucas, did the seasonal flip between Peru and up here feel odd? Because it was their winter, technically.
Actually, I liked it a lot because it felt a lot like fall here, and I like it when it's not too hot outside. So I thought it was perfect. Not too sticky either, which was cool.
Yes. Carol says, Jacob, congratulations on your success. I love your cap.
Thanks, Carol. And thanks, Carol.
Jake says, Derek, do you agree with your dad typically on his takes on the Canucks and do hockey? Okay, let's ask that question first.
Yes. All honesty, I don't know what's going on half the time. So it's okay if, yeah.
You actually admitted that you don't know what's going on half the time?
No, I know what's going on.
No,
I know what's going on.
And does hockey and bowling mix? Like, I don't know what he's asking, but maybe any similarities or...
If you're talking from a player's perspective, there's always physical and mental game, but that's any sport. I wouldn't say there's many similarities between hockey and bowling. However, if you think of golf and bowling have a lot of similarities.
In what way? Swing?
Swing, pre-shot routines, understanding the terrain kind of thing. Yeah, a lot of similarities.
That's good. How long were you able to go out of the bowling alley? Is that something else? If you had lots of time, what did you do?
We did have a lot of time in the evenings. We always switched up what time we'd start bowling on the day for competition, sometimes as early as 8 and sometimes as late as like 1 p.m. So when we were outside the bowling alley, we'd just go for some walks for food and restaurants, but mainly stayed at the hotel. It was kind of our home base.
You treated it truly quite professionally, right?
Yeah.
Because of the coaches wanted you to.
Yeah, we definitely didn't travel as much as we did last year in Sweden. Yeah.
And your bowling balls arrived with you.
Yeah, this year was better.
Did you use a Switch that you own or a teammate Switch? If you don't have a Switch, would you get one?
That's a great question. Yes, we use our teammate Switch. We played a lot of Mario Kart, a lot of Wii Switch sports. It was funny. We played bowling on it, and we all realized we're much better in person than on the video game. So that's reassuring, I think.
Now that you have competed in Sweden and Peru, do you feel like your confidence is at an all-time high as a bowler? And do you still feel like there's areas of your game you could get better? Great question, Peter.
Yes and yes. I do feel like this is probably the best I've felt as a bowler, especially after winning the medals in Peru. Knowing that I can win at the international stage gives me a lot of confidence for the future. And I also think there are always things to improve.
Press mute. Okay, go now.
For instance, I'm going to Montreal in a couple weeks to meet that head coach that led our team, and I'm going to do another lesson with him, and it's going to be really good over there.
Awesome. Great question. Congrats, Jacob. What was your highlight of the trip or tourney, and way to represent Canada? If you could have improved one thing during the tourney, what would it be? So a highlight and improvement.
Highlight would definitely be just hanging out with my teammates. I think this year we had a much more well-bonded team. We just enjoyed each other's company on and off the lanes, and I think the support while we were in the bowling alley was really strong this year. One thing I would improve is probably just some like tactical choices for the earlier games in the block. I had a really good look when I changed to a certain ball later in the day, but for those first few games, it was a little wishy-washy. So I definitely try to improve that.
Jacob, how did you react to the Pew Suter signing?
Yes, that's a trick question. There's no such thing as suitor.
No, there is. We signed him last Friday.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I'm reacting now. That's a good choice.
Congrats, Jacob. Hope you love Peru. Ricky was there a couple months ago.
Oh, nice.
I also had to fly through Mexico City and their old, outdated, horrible, congested airport. Can't stand it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, Mexico City. It just if you don't know, never been there. There's a lot of holes everywhere throughout the ceiling, the walls. Give it a really prison feeling but it was cool.
Did you plan to eventually learn to mentor youngsters, since it sounds like you're moving to it as a hobby?
Yep. I've been starting to. Great question, Lucas. We've been doing more coaching as of recently. For instance, tomorrow I'm going to the bowling alley to do some coaching.
You are?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll be back in time.
Who are you coaching?
This old guy. Mm-hmm. But for the youngsters in our junior league every Saturday, a lot of them look up to me for, two-handed advice or just making it to the next level in bowling. So happy to give advice whenever I can. When
you compete in bowling competitions, whether it's nationals or just regular tournaments, what is your mindset usually?
Win. Just win. Be confident. Two things come to mind. One is that you got to think that you're better than everyone there, as in you throw it better. Maybe not that you're going to win right away, but you have to believe that you will win, and then that you also throw the ball better, and therefore you should win. And then also to remember that it's just a game, so no matter what happens, how bad I bowl, how many spares I miss, that it's just a game at the end of the day.
Very good. I'm glad you're home, Shannon. Justin, what was the toughest part of this tournament compared to your last tournament? Watching it in the live stream, and you looked as composed and focused as ever. Did you feel the same?
Thank you. This tournament was tough in the sense where the oil pattern was very difficult this time around. In Sweden, it was very easy, so that's why the scores were so high. This time around, the scores were much lower because of how difficult the condition was. We had to throw a very specific line, close up our shoulders, and not send it close to the gutter, or else it would actually fall in the gutter. So definitely that was the most difficult part about this tournament.
And Justin, I think Fangirl did some too. Thanks to everyone who actually took some time to watch Jacob and the team on the stream.
Thank you.
That means a lot, for sure. Jasper says, Jake, calm down. The real show is here, a.k.a. him. Jasper saying he's the real show. If you could compete in the Olympics, what sport would you do since bowling right now isn't an Olympic
Correct.
sport?
It is not approved by the IOC, so I would say be pretty good at badminton.
Badminton?
Yeah.
No, Peter, you can ask Alvin a question and Jacob can ask him. Peter, one question to stream, I ask on his behalf to Patrick Alvin, who he thinks our GM is hiding in our closet. I know.
Sure.
That was a little bit convoluted.
That was difficult to follow.
Yeah. Do you wear contacts? Never seen you with glasses before.
Correct. My eyes are very bad. So is everyone else in the family.
Yes.
I got it from you guys, I guess. So yeah, contacts since grade 4.
Yeah. But you did get your good looks from me too.
Mom.
Do you feel more comfortable playing in a team environment compared to playing singles? If so, what makes you nervous? So maybe a more general question.
I think I do like playing singles more than anything because I feel very confident in myself, and it's not really there's an extra pressure when you play on a team. Not only pressure on your teammates that they like bowl well, but mainly on yourself, especially if you throw a bad ball. You don't want to go back to your teammates and be disappointed, right? So I prefer playing singles, but if I have a fun team, which I did this time around, I definitely preferred the team.
Do you have a favorite bowling ball color?
Color? Yeah. I like the red. Red's nice. Team Canada.
How long were your flights?
6 hours and 6 hours. Yeah.
So 2 Mexico City, 2 Lima, and then the way back 2 Cancun,
2 Vancouver. So all basically the exact same.
What did you find different about this tournament than the one in Sweden? And how is the team different than in Sweden?
I'll answer the second question first. Our team this year was much better, more skilled, I'd say. We had more confident bowlers, and I would say bowlers that kind of knew their game a bit better. We're also all another year older in experience. Right. 4 of us, including myself, went to Sweden last year, so it was nice having that little bond, and bonding together off the lanes really helped for the actual tournament too. And then the big difference is that it was just much harder this time around, but there was less countries as opposed to Sweden, where all the countries from Europe, Asia, and Australia were there. This time, just the American countries.
All the countries from Australia. There's one country in Australia.
New Zealand.
No, that's not in Australia.
Australia is a continent too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's true. Yeah. You got me there.
Yeah.
Justin, great question.
Eat it, Cassie.
This is a good question. During the singles portion of the tourney, you bowled a strike, and then you heard overrated. What was the story of the females chanting overrated after?
Great question. So this goes back to May when we went. May, I think March. May when we went to Sault Ste. Marie, which is very close to Toronto. We had our Canadian youth nationals there. So our Team BC went over, and Team BC never really had good chants and good cheers when other provinces would.
They had provincial chants.
Provincial chants, yeah. So very specific to the province. And this time around, I wanted to make sure a big part of team bowling is just having the spirit and the cheers come in. So I thought of the idea of giving each of our bowlers a specific cheer. And the one that came from me, because I was the senior and on paper, technically, I should have been the best bowler. I thought of the idea of them just calling me overrated because I think it'd give a good laugh and light spirit to everyone else. So.
And that 2 things there. If you guys think of like personalized goal songs, it's the same idea.
Yeah.
And I think it does show some self-awareness there that you know you're good, but you're not afraid to poke fun at yourself at all, because people who did not know that you chose that actually thought it was other people from other countries screaming that at you, which
that would be pretty funny.
It would be pretty funny.
I would laugh if
I'd get very mad. I'd beat them up. How do you personally deal with adversity when it comes to bowling?
Adversity in what way though?
Any issue, like when you have a bad game or a bad tourney or disappointment, like how do you deal with it?
Had a lot of coaching about this on the mental side of bowling. It's definitely, like I said before, to keep it as a game, so not worry too much about it. But you got to give yourself a certain amount of time where you can be upset and then forget it. You can't dwell on that stuff, especially if you're bowling the next day in the same tournament.
Good, excellent. Jacob, can you mentor me to better my skills? My bowling abilities are pretty crap. We could make something happen.
Yeah, we can definitely. Just simple tip. Whoa. Simple tip is to look at those arrows on the lane. They're about 10 feet down on the lane. Aim for that middle arrow and make sure you follow through.
Perfect. I was wondering what you have to do next year to get back on the Team Canada. It's your last chance as a junior, right?
Yes, correct. So every year in January, we have the Canadian Team Trials, where it's basically a big tournament for youth bowlers under 21. We call it Masters, which is people over the age of 50, and then everyone in between to qualify for Team Canada. That's the only purpose of this tournament. And then to make Team Canada again, for the last 2 years, you had to make top 4 youth after 24 games. And so far, I finished 4th and 3rd. So next year, as one of the older ones, hopefully we can come away with the first and maybe even run for Men's Team Canada.
And then after next year, then you'll still go back every year and try and make the men's team.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we're close, but we got to push a little harder.
What are your thoughts on Vegas winning the Cup final?
Happy for them, I guess. Cheaters.
Shannon says, I watched some of the streams. Thank you, Shannon.
Thanks, Shannon.
Chad. Hey, Jake and Clay. Hey, Chad. Jake, how does it feel knowing you can outrun and escape Clay when necessary for the next few weeks?
Oh, that never changed for the last few years, but...
No, over the next few weeks only.
No, I would outrun no matter what happened.
What's the ideal ball weight for a starting 10-pin bowler?
It definitely depends on what you're comfortable with. Usually, how do I put this? For juniors, you want to start with around... You never want to go with anything lower than 8 because the ball's going to just deflect off the pins. It's never going to look good. I always suggest for junior bowlers, young kids, to do like 9 or 10. And then as you get older, or if you're able to, carry more weight, definitely around 13 to 14 is what you want.
Jacob, is a 10-pin bowler. Have you tried 5-pin bowling?
Yeah.
Are you good at it?
No.
Why? Do you think it's because of two-handed, or it doesn't matter?
It's not really that. It's mainly just trying to throw a very small projectile at 5 pins as opposed to 10.
Shannon says, I'm good at 5-pin, but I think with my mobility issues, I would fall over with the 10. No, it's for Shannon, with people who have tough mobility, 10-pin is pretty tough. Well, 5-pin's tough too, but 10-pin's really tough.
5-pin's more manageable for sure.
Yeah.
So maybe this guy has to look at 5 pins. Mobility.
Okay.
It's tough for him right
Adam
now.
says 1K Jacob, but I think you should tell me you have 50,000 on your pro.
No, not 50. We just hit 41K.
Okay, that's pretty cool. 4 times as big as my channel. Jacob, would you ever put a picture of your dad on a bowling
No,
ball?
not if you gave me all the money and donations on the stream. I would never do that.
That's awesome, Riley. Yeah. Who's taller, you or me?
Me by a little bit.
Yeah. Are you taller than Sean?
No, he's wide.
But
oh, you mean tall?
Tall.
Close. It's close.
Sean is definitely the widest.
He's very wide. You and him would have a good battle.
Should Kayla try out for Team Canada next year?
She's close. However, she has until she's 21 to make Youth Team Canada, so I want her to get a little bit better before she tries it out.
That's fair. Boy, Peter wants you to ask Patrick Alvin if he wants to be mentored by you for bowling. No, you still got to use the mic though and just yell at him. Yeah, turn your.
Do you? What's the question? Do you want?
Does he want to be mentored by you for bowling?
Do you want to be mentored by me for bowling?
Then you gotta listen to what he says. So what did he say?
He said he's not here.
I thought you were gonna say something about his head looks like a bowling ball. Clay, how proud are you of your son for living out his dreams with the good looks and skills you never had?
I like Pat. Who's Pat?
I don't think it's Pat T, but that's something Pat T would say.
I like Pat.
I wonder if that is Pat T, actually. Regardless, Pat, obviously proud of Jacob, proud of all my kids. But yeah, it's something special to see him doing really good things to be really the best, one of the 4 best at what he does in Canada for his age group. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then to be able to represent the country. And yes, I definitely don't have the bowling skills, but I would disagree about the looks. Jed, who's a bowler, he's the one who knows Jung and everyone.
Oh, nice.
Says, great job, Jake.
Thank you.
Jacob, there's a preseason game in Abbotsford. Want to know what are the best seats for the hockey games? It's my first time. I haven't even watched a game in Abbotsford.
I got you. Okay, you want to go right in the middle. Middle is up to your interpretation.
Sorry, Jaskamal. No help from us here.
Yeah.
Hi, Jacob. What motivates you in bowling when it comes to competing in tournaments?
It's to always just try to get first place. I think that in itself is a big motivator, but also just to meet new people as I'm bowling. I think the more bowlers there are and more people that kind of come to follow our channel too, it's really fun and motivating to keep going to these tournaments.
Awesome. We'll keep Jake for 5 more minutes, then we will let him go. Castaway Clay.
Nice.
Like that. Jacob, hope to see you around Rogers Arena this season. Since your dad is a season ticket member, he'll just need to show his card, and I'll make sure that you get the discount for merch.
Yeah, love merch. Thank you, Lucas.
Can you throw a freestyle move in bowling?
Yeah, I have a few trick shots in the back of my pocket, but
I do too.
no, you don't.
How do you get that wicked spin to correct itself when the ball is headed to the gutter?
Yeah, we call it revolutions, and in simple terms, at the end of my release, I'm coming around the ball, and then if you basically do that at a fast pace, you'll create revolutions, like the faster the speed, RPMs, and then if you basically if you pretend like you're giving someone a handshake and then come off the side, don't do that, and you're gonna get some revolutions.
By the way, since I'm not streaming until Sunday, you got a lot of time. Check out JR Pro Shop. There's some videos about Team Canada, some how to bowl better, what kind of ball, really cool stuff, how to hook a ball. In a lot of the questions you guys are asking, they've addressed it. So JR Pro Shop, check it out. If you're a hockey player, what skill would you have? Speed, puck handling, physical, mental?
I'm fast, but not on skates, so can't be that. And I'd be pretty good at, like the guy that throws the pucks out in practice.
When Jason, who asked about the gutter, when my ball is headed to the gutter, it goes in the gutter.
That's okay.
What would you do if a picture? What would you do if a picture of your dad, Sean, and mom, Kayla, ended up on a bowling ball?
I would throw it, I guess, for a day.
Jed says, my first season back bowling after injury. Might see you at a tournament or so. That's awesome, Jed.
Nice.
You're going to be bowling in a tournament before I am, that's for sure. What a great idea for Clay merch. Bowling balls with pictures of Clay on it. Make it happen. All right, Chad. Jacob, have you ever made the 7-10 split?
I have not, unfortunately. At our center, it's very difficult, but other centers, if I bowled there for as long as I have, possibly.
Jacob, how do you decide what designs to do in a bowling ball? Does anything make the bowling ball better?
Yeah, the designs are actually not very... They don't have any effect on the bowling ball. It's all the brands of companies. It's not custom made. It's the brands of companies making each with a certain core and then cover, which changes the reaction, and the colors are just a blend that they put in. It really doesn't have a big effect.
Would you ever pet a moose?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm the hypothetical Pat.
Scary.
So not the real Pat. Can you tell Pedersen to stay, to sign a new contract?
Yeah, I know Swedish now.
Here's the real Pat. There's...
Hey, Teo Pat. I know Teo Pat.
Nice to see you, Pat.
What's up?
Do you do a lot of bicep curls to get a stronger ball? Or bowl?
No, not really.
Look at him.
I'm huge. I'm huge. But the main power for a bowling ball throw is actually your legs. So, which I also don't work out. So, that's tough.
Biggest hockey purchase regret? Do you have any? Have you bought anything ever?
I've never bought anything from the store.
Real PG. Nobody.
Nobody home. Nobody home. If you get that, give a thumbs up.
Inside joke.
Nobody home.
If you didn't get it, the last 2 minutes with Jake, if you didn't get into bowling, what other sport would you have gone for?
Volleyball.
If you get a chance to turn Clay into an animal for a day, what animal would you turn him into, and what would you make him do?
Well, he's already a monkey, so can't do that one. Maybe something that's very low maintenance.
Okay.
I make you like a guinea pig. You sit there.
Okay, you ready? 1 minute, rapid fire.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive bowling ball you've ever purchased?
It's been so long. Probably $300.
Which one was that?
I don't know.
Have you ever bowled a perfect game on the Wii?
Yes, I have, and the 100-pin bowling game. So I bowled a 3,000 too.
Do you have a favorite goal horn outside of Vancouver? I don't. know
Anything but Edmonton.
Oh, nice.
That one's annoying.
Who has the most attractive eyes on your bowling team, guys or girl?
Me, for sure. Definitely me.
I've been thinking about getting a custom ball. How do you decide what you want in a custom ball? And do you have suggestions? And what should I avoid?
Custom ball, I'd say if you want to customize it, just put your name or engrave it somehow. And then, no, not much besides that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite baseball team?
Nope.
If you could have one song that plays in the background every time you enter a room, what song would it be?
Appropriate song?
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs right now is Am I Dreaming from Metro Boomin, the Spider-Verse one.
I know that one.
Yeah, that one's good.
If you had to choose between Oliver Ekman-Larsson or Louis Eriksson, who would you put on your bowling ball?
They're both pretty bad. OEL, very easy to put on the bowling ball.
Tyler says, awesome job, Jacob.
Thank you.
Would you ever get a Canuck Jacob jersey like your dad's Canuck Clay skate jersey?
No, it doesn't work that well.
Has there ever been a cheating scandal in bowling?
Ooh. Yeah, there has been some different cheating scandals.
Seriously, how do you cheat in bowling?
It's about the different bowling balls you use.
Right, not the scoring.
Yeah.
Okay. Jacob, you and your dad are funny.
Tanks.
Have you ever bowled in Winnipeg?
I have not. I've never actually been to Winnipeg either.
Jasker, no, you cannot have my Hughes jersey, but you're allowed to ask me once a day. And finally, last question. Who usually snores the loudest?
That guy.
All
no,
right.
it's not snoring. It's grinding his teeth.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
That is all. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming down. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope you and Sean golf well
Yes.
while I
we'll
just sit in the
sit-
cart
Yeah, you'll sit there.
because I'm Casty.
Cassie. All right, everyone, have a good night. Talk to Crippled here. Have a good one.
See you later. Thanks, Jake. All right, there's Jake, the silver and bronze medalist from Peru. Very happy to have him on, and he's always happy to come on and join us. So that was pretty cool. We will take a quick 20-second break as I get organized here, and we are going to play some games as promised. So yes, as I mentioned, not a lot of, the microphone's probably now too loud because I changed the settings. So not a lot of Canucks talk today, but that's okay. That's kind of what we expected. So let's get into our games because we're going to whip through them, and we are going to try, for the first time ever, we are going to play Puck Doku on here. But first, we are going to do the games that we always do, and we just have one rule, you guys. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. If you played already, please don't cheat. When I say don't cheat, don't give away the answers. By the way, before we do that, we should do our mid-show sponsor read. Kayla, stop dancing in front of me, or else I'm going to put you on the stream and you can dance. Kayla, okay, thanks. All right, shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal and Training Weight Loss. Check them out at ptforum.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of that fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the URL. Where is it? I got to find it now. Use the URL, tinyurl.com/VessiClay. I still think that works for a free pair of socks off of your next, with your next Vessi purchase. A mid-show reminder to all you to subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, gift a membership, become a member, upgrade your membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Now, exactly what Fangirl said. Don't spoil the games if you've played already. Jason says, I'm a very proud father. I am. I really am. And then Erwin with the bowling emojis or icons. And then Dazzler saying, glad he's representing Canada. Me too. Now we can get to our games. And as always, let's have fun. Let's respect each other. But the most important thing, among the most important things, don't cheat. You've already played. Okay, friends. Who is this? Who is this? And I just want to make sure that Baron, that you're here. If you're here, hello, Baron. Thank you for being here. Why don't you say something in the chat so I know that you are here, Baron. And I hope that you are Baron this hot weather. Okay. Baron is here. Awesome. Ricky says Kel McCarr. Oh, and then I saw Stamkos. So we'll go Kel McCarr and then Stamkos. Well, I can't pick Stamkos because we know it's a D. And let's go D from the Eastern Conference. So I will take a defense. Yes, no questions, Jason, tonight because I promised the Sunday crew that we would do games tonight that we did not get to on Sunday. So let's get to another guess. We need a defenseman who's from the Eastern Conference now, who's not Canadian, who's over 24. I know that's a lot, asking a lot, but let's see what we can get. Yeah, McAvoy's good. Charlie McAvoy is a good one. What an excellent guess. Because we nailed defenseman, Boston, and American. So now we just got to find another left-handed, older than 25, American defenseman who plays on Boston. So if it's not McAvoy, who is it? I'm sure this is very easy for most of you. Give me another Boston defenseman, and we are done. Jaskrin says Derek Forbert. And he got it. Derek Forbert, 31 years old. Left shot defenseman, 6'4", massive, 208. And playing defenseman for the Boston Bruins. Very good. We go from Ordle to Gordle. So I need a 7-letter last name that we are going to put in here to use as our first guess. A 7-letter last name that I'm going to type in to get us going. Jastrin comes in with Toffoli. I don't like this guess because of the double F, double O. And, Average Dude, it was your birthday last week? Happy belated birthday. Well, Ricky says Toffoli too. So we got the O. So there's a whole lot of letters missing. I need give me a name that's got some E's, I's, and A's. We got to, or E, A, and U at least. We got to get some more vowels out. We got to get some more vowels going. What's a name that has an E and an A in it as a last name? Hamhuse, McDavid. There's lots. Let me try something. Let me go Matthews just because, it doesn't even fit. Never mind. Okay, let's go Hamhuse because Fangirl suggested it. Actually, an excellent guess. Excellent guess. Because now we know that the person's name has an H, an A, an O, and an M in it. That is an excellent guess. And then Raymond has all those things. Did we get it already? Oh, no, it doesn't have all those things. But actually, that's a good guess, too. Okay. So now, we know that this name has an M in the middle. We also know that 4 of the other 6 letters are H, A, O, and N. So it has an H, an A, an O, an N. And there's an M right in the middle. So I'm not typing a name. I'm just showing you what letters we have. We have those letters we know is in this answer. And we know the M is in the middle. It can't be Hammond. It can't be Hammond because this H, you guys, is in the wrong place. It's not an H. Good guesses, Hammond and Hammonick, but this H says that it's not there. Tyler, it's usually one last name, not a combination of 2 names. This is tough. I kind of want to guess a name that has either a P or an E in it, just so we can eliminate, or a C, just so we can eliminate some more guesses, some more letters. But that could be risky because we've already used 3 of our 6 guesses. This is tough. It could start with an A. It could start with a P. There's no U. I don't know. Maybe the second letter is an E. We haven't guessed an E yet. Petrus Pamu adding a bunch of U's. I do want to guess a name that has an E in it just so we can... Actually, I don't mind that guess because we did not use a P, we did not use an E. So now we know that this is actually very good. We know the A is here, we know the M is here, and we know the O is here, and we know there's an N and an H as well. So let's, if there's an N and an H. Wait, does Zamnov work? Wow, that actually, no, that doesn't work because of this H missing, but, huh? Oh, sorry. Jaskran, you're amazing. I was right there saying that this isn't going to work, and it worked. Very good. That was a little bit tricky. That was cutting it close, but we did get it. Jaskran, you're awesome. I know you don't cheat, Jaskran, so we are grateful that you are here. Oh, I want to do Wordle first, not Worldle. Let's try Wordle first. Good job, Jaskran. I'm starting us off with this one. I'm going to start us off with audio. I know it's boring, but I'm doing it. Sorry, guys. Bad guess. Only one. Jaskran, you are good. I will take the next word, and it has to have a U in it somewhere. But no A, D, I, or O. Zamnov used to play. I didn't see what it said. Did it say Tampa? I thought it was Tampa or Buffalo. Somewhere in the East, I think. Well, that's an interesting one. Users. You know, I don't like the double S, but so let's go Usher. Oh. So we know that this word has an R, a U, and an S in it. An R, a U, and an S. Is there a word that ends in, would it be blurs? What kind of word is blurs? Okay, I'm going to try it. Oh, good. Okay, guys, so I'll let you do that. We now have 4 of the 5 letters. B, U, R, and S. B, U, R, and S. I don't think it can be burst because this U was in the wrong place. But the rest, and the B is in the wrong place too. But I do like, burst is a great guess, you guys. Bruts? What's a brut? No, anyways, we can't use bruts because remember, all this yellow, guys, means these are the correct letters, but they're in the wrong place. So it can't start with a B. That U is messing me up. We know the U has to be in one of the last 2 spots too. No, Jaskran, it needs a U and a B in it. Hey, nice to see you, Coach Rob. No, family first, always. Can't start with a B, you guys. And the U is one of the last 2 letters. This is tough. This is really tough. What kind of word is this? Oh, Coach Rob. Coach Rob walks in here and he nails it. Oh yeah, Fangirl, you got it too. So good job, Fangirl. Good job, Coach Rob. Good job, Average Dude. I'm not sure how I didn't see that one, but great job. Great job. Still doing well. Let's go to Worldle. Okay, guys, what country is this? Remember, I want to hear from when two people agree, then I will type it in. What country is that? It's got that little island at the bottom, too. What country is that? So we got a South Korea, an Iceland, a Greenland. Okay, we got South Korea, Iceland. So we got two Icelands. And then we got two South Koreas. Oh, no, the same person said, okay, let's go with Iceland. Okay, so not bad. Not the best. Okay, so we got one for South Korea. We got one for Greenland. But we got to head way east of Iceland. Oh, yeah, Average Dude, I've seen South Korea 3 times, but they're all from you. Does anyone want a second South Korea or Greenland or come up with your own guess? All right, Fangirl seconds your Average Dude just so I don't have to keep seeing him guess it. And you guys got it right. Maybe I should have listened to him. Good job. So South Korea. So now we know we're dealing with Asia. Okay. Guess one border country of South Korea. I'm going to guess if there's South Korea, I'm just going to guess that it's North Korea. Just a hunch. Because there's no such country as East or West Korea. Oh, boom. We're so smart. Even I could get this. Capital of South Korea. I only know one city. Is it what I think it is, you guys? Or is that not the capital? What's the capital of South Korea? I only know one. Okay, everyone's saying Seoul. South Korea's got some heart. And does it have some soul? Boom, it does. Nice. Let's go with the flag. Even I know this one. Let's not waste any time. Okay, fine. Let's waste some time. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. This is 5, this is 6, this is 7, or this is 8. Which one is the flag? Even I know this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Which one is it, you guys? We got 1 vote for 5, 1 vote for 4. Got another one for 5. 5, 5. Everyone's saying 5. So let's go 5. We know that one. Okay. Now for these two, as you guys know, we do this using the poll function. So in the poll that I'm going to put up in 5 seconds, I want you to tell me which letter to vote for, and you have 30 seconds to use the chat. Use the poll function. A, B, C, or D. What is the estimated population of South Korea? A, B, C, or D. Don't type it in the chat, you guys. Vote in the poll. And you have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. "16 people voted, and 62% of the 16 said it's D. Boom shakalaka. Yes, 51 million. And then finally, again, in the poll, please vote on currency. So I'm just typing it in right now. And in 5 seconds, you will be able to vote on this poll. What is the currency of South Korea? Again, use the poll, not the chat. Is it the real or real, or is it the dinar? I had a good dinar tonight. Is it the krona? That sounds like a beer. Or is it won? Because you don't lose. They didn't lose. They won. Real, dinar, krona, or won. Maybe I went 0 for 4 on the pronunciations. But hey, 21 Airball, nice to see you. But where are you? Where are you? Vote in the chat. No, not the chat. I keep saying that. Vote in the poll. What is the currency of South Korea? In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 16 people voted for population, and 20 of you voted for currency. More people feeling confident. And Canucks Evil Twin says, we've had 5 dad jokes already. And then Erwin says, gambling in South Korea won a lot of one. Boom. And we got it as well. Here we go. South Korea, officially the Republic of Korea, ROK, is a country in East Asia. It constitutes the southern part of the Korean peninsula and borders North Korea along the Korean Demilitarized Zone. Yes, the KDZ. The country's western border is formed by the Yellow Sea, while its eastern border is defined by the Sea of Japan. South Korea claims to be the sole legitimate government of the entire peninsula and adjacent islands. It has a population of 51.96 million, of which roughly half live in the Seoul capital area, the 4th most populous metropolitan area in the world. 4th in the world. Other major cities include Incheon, Busan, and Daegu. Not sure how well I pronounce any of that, but that is South Korea for you. Finally, for the first time ever in the CCC, we are going to play Puck Doku. So if you played this already, don't mess it up for... And so this one's a little bit different because there's no right answer. We are going for, obviously the best... I don't even care about uniqueness. I just don't want to lose here. So instead of just taking any suggestion, because then someone could just try and make us lose, which I know you wouldn't do. If someone says a name, and thank you, Shannon, about the Kroner. If someone says a name and someone wants to second that, just kind of say, I agree with this, or just type it in again. So let's get some guys that have played. So if you haven't played Paducah before, basically this box, we got to find someone who's played for the Islanders and the Hurricanes. This box, Islanders and Avalanche. This box, Islanders and Boston, so on and so forth. So where the two teams intersect, you're trying to find a player who played at least one game for each of those two teams. And technically, the more unique your name, the better. But I don't care about uniqueness because we're already at hour 5. I just care that we get it. Okay? So let's try it. So Fangirl says Lucic for Calgary and Boston. And then Gary says Sebastian Aho. But that's tricky because that's 2 different players. But so we got Calgary and Boston. Coach Rob says I agree, but I don't know what Coach Rob is agreeing with. So already we're seeing some growing pains of this game. Instead of agreeing, just type in a name that someone else did as well. And then we will, perfect. So like Jasper said, so I'm going to type in Lucic here. That's good. 33%. So that's very high. You usually like to see that under 5%, even under 1% is amazing. So let's keep going. I think you get 5. Don't you get... I think you only get 5 misses, correct? So Kenny, okay. So let's see. Actually, I don't even have to get you to agree. If it sounds right, I'll do it. Justin Williams for Washington and Carolina. 34%. Okay, so our uniqueness score is going to be very high, but that's okay. I just want to get it right. Elias Lindholm for Canes and Flames. 16%. That's better. That's better. Kadri is here. Yes, we have a massive uniqueness score, but that's fine. Ooh, Orlov for Bruins and Canes. No. Bruins and Canes, they're on the same line. It's right, Jaskrin. There's no intersection between Bruins and Canes. Orlov and Bruins and Caps, though. I like that. All right, guys. Not bad. Burakovsky for Caps and Avs. Not bad. Chara for Bruins. So, Tyler, the percentage, we want that score to be as low as possible because they're basically saying 25% of people who get this right would have picked Orlov. So this one was huge, like Kadri, 36%. So we're looking for lower scores, the better, but we're not too worried about it right now. So we got Chara for Bruins and Isles. 46%. See, that's a very, very common answer. Varlamov for Avs and Islanders. Nice. 21%. So now we just got to find one guy who played for the Islanders and Hurricanes, and then we are done. And then we're going to have the highest uniqueness score in history. We need one guy to fill in Islanders and Hurricanes. And no cheating, no Googling. Let's just try and figure it out between all of us here. Ooh, Doug Waite. I like that. Nice, Kenny. Okay, so I didn't get to see what the uniqueness was for Doug Waite, but our unique was 240. That's not good, right? So we, as a community, nailed it. Like, the most important thing is we got 9 out of 9, and the average score in the world is 7.4. A lot of people did get 9, though. But our uniqueness was not great. Our uniqueness score... So here's a perfect example. What they're showing here, these are the highest... If you nailed all of the highest uniquenesses, it would be Niederreiter, Taves, Chara, which is one, Lucic, Kadri, and Williams. So four of our 9 picks, we had the most popular pick, if that makes sense. But if you wanted to go like really obscure, so this one, Chara was 46%. But look, there are guys like Eric Manlow, Mike Stevens. So even guys that we've heard of, maybe a guy like Craig Janney, 0.2, Dave Scatchard, former Canuck, Jay Pandolfo, even Brad Ispiter. So look at all these players that played for the Islanders of Boston. We just happened to pick the highest, most popular one. Let's see. For this one, we picked the 3rd most popular in weight, Niederreiter. For this one, we picked the 2nd most popular. We picked the most popular for this one. For this one, we picked the 3rd most popular. This one, we picked the most popular. This one, we picked the most popular. This one, we picked the most popular. This one, we got the 2nd most popular. And Orlov, who do we have here? Oh, we had Orlov. We had this one as well. Okay. So now we know. No, unfortunately, Gary, our uniqueness was the opposite. So we will try and do way better than this next time. Yeah, actually, this, what was our uniqueness score? Do you guys remember what our uniqueness score was? This is the average uniqueness. What was ours? Wasn't ours under 281? Wasn't it 240 or something? I can't remember. Yes, Jed, what we want is we want to get 9 out of 9. That's the most important thing. But presuming we do get 9 out of 9, we want a really low uniqueness score. So ours was 240. So technically, as a community, we did better than average. We got 9 over 7.4, and our uniqueness was 240. I think that's, you add up all the percentages. Our uniqueness was 240, and the average one is 281. So we didn't do that badly, actually, for a first time. Friends, I'm going to wrap it up here. We've got an hour 11, which is just fine because I will not be streaming tomorrow night because I'll be leaving for my golf trip. And then I want to let you know, though, my next show, I guess, won't be until Sunday because I don't do Friday, Saturday. So Sunday night is my next show. Maybe we'll have some Canucks news to talk about. I'll give you an update on my healing. As always, if you're looking to buy Canucks tickets, send me an email to canuckclay@gmail.com. That's canuckclay@gmail.com, and I will send you our ticket list. I've already sold a bunch of tickets today because today was the first day that I made them available. Want to give a shout out, a thank you to the moderators that are for being ready. We haven't had too many crazy instances recently, so that's a good thing. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Andrew Chang for your support, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. Thank you for your support, and thanks to everyone who's subscribed, who became a member tonight, and everyone who did special things too. Lucas gave a donation. Carol gifted a membership. Carol and Adam used the membership messages. Carol gave a donation, and Lucas gave another donation as well. So the legends coming through tonight in Lucas and Carol with the donations, people using membership messages, and I appreciate everyone who took the time to do it. Thank you to Jacob for joining me. Thanks to all of you for the great questions for him and for supporting him and being so interested in how he did. And thank you to all of you for being here. On your way out, subscribe, like the video, become a member, upgrade your membership, leave a late donation, or gift a membership. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Thank you to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss. And again, if you're interested in getting my Canucks ticket list, shoot me an email, canuckclay@gmail.com. On your way out, make sure you check out JR Pro Shop on YouTube. You'll see Jacob and Sean on there. They have a lot of great videos. Coach Rob and Shannon, I will contact you over the next couple of days to see if I can sneak in a quick visit with you over the weekend. And for everyone else, and including Rob and Shannon, thank you for being here. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Yes, it is going to be dad joke number 6. And I look forward to seeing all of you on Sunday night. You guys, my friends, I cannot believe that someone broke into my house yesterday and stole all of my fruit. I am peachless. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.